Legs out straight. Okie dokie, good morning, Buddha. But it's going to be a cold one again today. So Shavasana is where we're starting. So lying down in a gentle, don't go back to sleep though, that's not allowed. So you can take the feet as wide as the mat, allow the knees to kiss, arms outstretched, palms up if you like a little bit of energy this morning. Palms down if you feel that you have enough. I just very briefly soften the gaze. Don't close your eyes, just soften the gaze. Fix your drishti upon a spot. And allow yourself to take the right hand to your belly, left hand to your heart, and begin noticing your breath. How it feels just to breathe in. And how it feels with the whole of love, how it is to breathe out. Finding the connection. So we're going to begin to realign our breath. So as you inhale, breathe into the right palm first, then into the left, lifting the heart. And then relaxing the left down first, then the right. Inhale, lift the right palm first, then the left. Then releasing the left first, then the right. Find a nice smooth, steady rhythm with this breath. And here we go. We're going to take in a little bit of extra oxygen. So take a nice long, deep breath in. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through the mouth. Let it go. And then squeeze in just a little bit more. Release the breath a little bit deeper. Inhale. Fill those lungs all the way up to the very top. Hold the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. And then when you can't think you can breathe out anymore, squeeze that belly button in a bit deeper. One more time. Inhale. Really completely fill the breath all the way up to the very top of the collarbones. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Completely relax it out. Let it go. Beautiful. Return to a nice natural rhythm. And then bring the knees slowly, gently up towards your chest. Take the hands to the knees or wrap around. Begin to massage the spine, rocking from left to right. Back of the neck is nice and long, so try not to crunch the chin towards the chest or the nape of the neck, crunching all in. Keep it nice and open. Allow the air, the prana, the yama control just to journey through. Very nice. We're going to take the feet to a 90-degree angle. So pointing the toes towards the sky, 90-degree angle. So our half swastika through the legs. Palms are going to go out to the side, left and right. And here we're just going to hold. So you're engaging the belly button. Notice if you begin to dome through the lower back. If you feel this rise through the lower back, gently squeeze your ribcage down towards the earth. Holding gently, breathing sweetly. And here we go. We're going to gently take the feet down to the floor. Sliding on the heels, bring the ankles together, legs extend out in front. Palms are going to journey up overhead, so you're in a nice long body position. And then taking a nice long deep breath in, we're going to press the heels away, so try to stamp onto the block. We're going to reach the fingertips behind, shoulders will come up to the ears for this. And take a nice long deep body stretch in. Take a deep breath in. Tense all the muscles through the body. Get a nice relaxing stretch. Exhale deeply. Let it go. As if you've just kaplunked onto the ground. Inhale, stretch. This time pointing the toes. Careful of the calves so you don't get any cramp on through the feet. So just move gently until you meet the edge and then soften with the breath. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. One more time. Inhale, stretch. Point those fingers, point those toes. Stretch, 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 stretch. Breathe in. Exhale, let it go. And gently see what stays. Beautiful, here we go. So bringing the feet flat to the ground. Taking the hands either side, nice and wide. Pressing the lower back into the ground. Heel toe the feet as wide as the mat. We're moving on to the inside out at the side of the feet. So here we go. Deep breath in. Fill those lungs. Exhale. So we're on to the inside of the right foot, outside of the left. Very gently dropping the knees over to the left-hand side. Both shoulders stay anchored. And then if that's enough for you, stay there. Otherwise, gently turn the gaze over towards the fingertips on the right-hand side. Here again, a beautiful detox and stretch to the spine, through the neck, all the way through to the crown. Come back through center gently. So we're moving across the soles of the feet, head journeys back through to center. Then onto the outside of the right foot, inside of the left, and gaze journeying over to the left-hand side. Here, both shoulders stay anchored. We're deepening the connection into Mother Earth and into our bodies. So we're going to make this a little bit more fluid. So as you inhale, head, feet come through, knees to center. Exhale, gently twist over to the other side. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, gently moving across. Here we go. Inhale through center, moving gently. So move through this at your own pace and time, just gently aligning the movement with the breath. Inhaling into center, exhaling over to the side. So here we're massaging the digestive system. We're getting the inner agni nice and active, creating clearance through pathways. Beautiful. Next time we come back through to center, gently bring the knees up towards the midline, so you create an swastika effect. Now for this, you can take the hands down beside the hips for the easier motion. If you want to make it a bit harder, keep the arms out, but even taking the arms up overhead. So here we go. Keeping the left knee above the left hip, extend the right foot out in front. Keep the heel nice and active, pressed away, point the toes towards the third eye. And gently bring back in. Engage the right knee above the hip, keep the toes flexed, extend, left leg goes out in front, hold, breathe. Keep pressing the ribcage down towards the earth, lifting through the belly button, and gently bring it back. Off to the other side, right foot goes out, and gently bring in. Left leg goes out, and bring it back. Here we go, this is where the magic happens. Keep the arms wherever they are, extend both feet away, point the toes towards the third eye, and gently swastika back to the midline. And take the feet down towards the earth. Give it a little minute. Here we go, back up. 90-degree angle through the feet. Find a nice comfortable position. Core is nice and engaged. So again, find your position for the arms. Maybe they're alongside. Maybe the lower back's a little bit of a nuisance this morning. So you can make fists with the hands and take them underneath the nook of the back, or keep them flat, just to help for the connection into the earth. Here we go again. This time, left leg goes out. Keep the right leg in. We're going to dip the heel. We're going to lift, bring it back. Right leg goes out, dip it down. Don't touch the earth. Lift, bring it back. Left leg goes out, dip it down. Bring it up, bring it back. Right leg out, dip it down, bring it back. Both legs out, hold. Dip it down. Lift up. Bend. Bring it back. Awesome. Take the hands from underneath the back if they're there. Take the soles of the feet together. Allow the knees to go out to the side. Supta Baddha Konasana. And gently relax in here. Allow the gravitational pull to draw the knees down to the earth, opening up through the hips. Then as you inhale, just make sure the feet go like about 4 inches in between it, just so that as you close the feet, the inside arches touch. So then gently bring the feet in towards the midline. Exhale, release, slowly move around to the outside of the feet so that everything is gently in one smooth move. Gently inhale, inside of the feet touch, knees, thighs. Exhale, relax it down, there you go. Inhale, bring the knees together. Hold. This time, just the right knee goes down. Check to make sure that when the knee goes down, you don't roll over onto the side following with it. Keep the hips, the shoulders active. Keep them really anchored into the earth. Then bring it back. And then gently take in the left knee out to the side. Again, keep pressing both hips down to the ground. Engage through all 4 corners of this grounded foot. Shoulders are nice and anchored. Left knee comes up. Both knees go down. So here you should be able to start to identify if one hip is a little bit tighter than the other. Mine is my little snapping hip on the right hand side. She always loves this exercise. Both knees come through to center. Here we go. Right knee goes down. Check in. Make sure that mind-body connection, that consciousness, so that you haven't started to twist across. Keep everything nice and anchored. If you find that the back lifts up, press the ribcage down. Right knee comes through, left knee goes over. So just gently allow gravity, no forcing, no pulling. Left knee comes up, both knees go down. And here, notice if you're holding any tension through the thighs, just really just let it completely relax. It's quite difficult to do, but if you focus into the knees and feel as though you're trying to soften the knees, soften your toes. Both knees come back to the center, draw them up towards the chest. See if you can roll the middle parts of the back into the ground. So let's just waking up through the hips a bit more. So draw the knees up to the chest. See if you can take it out to the long edges of the mat, down to the bottom. Maybe just relax it all the way down to the tips of the fingers. Use your core. Walk the fingers to the tops of the knees. Knees up to the chest one more time. So moving this beautiful opening. So you're creating some energy, some synovial fluid into the hips. Really preparing you for a day of walking. Even for sitting, we really want these, that's my knee. We really want these ball and socket joints, start some nice lubrication into them for the day ahead, rather than just hitting the ground running and left, right, left, right. So holding the knees up towards the chest, and then you would go opposite direction. So taking the knees down towards the small edge of the mat, opening to the long edge, and then back up towards the heart. So move really slowly, conscious connection here. So really opening through to the side. Noticing if one side again is easier than the other. Very nice, holding the knees up towards the chest, crossing through the ankles. You're more than welcome to grab your toes and rock it up into sitting. Excellent. So casting gentle cross-legged seated position. Journeying into your seat, into your throne. Sit bones are down. You can pull the fleshy parts away if you wish, just to find your ischiums, your bum bones. Lifting through the front body, anchoring down through the back. Palms go behind the ears. Create tension through the arms. Good morning stretch. Reach it up. Pinkies are turned in. Heart is nice and active. And here we go. We're going to take the right hand to the left knee. Left fingertips go behind. So we're lifting through and journeying to look around over the left shoulder. So for you, perhaps today the neck is a little bit tight. If, like for myself, I still got that dreadful pinch into the side. Maybe if you're just taking the gaze across and just giving yourself perhaps a yes, maybe a no, just awakening the mind, the body. Holding where you are into this twist. Gently taking the gaze, see if you can look around over to the right hand side. Coming back slowly, gently, re-engage. You're just moving the cervical part of the side. And then gently untwist, unbind, come back through the center, palms behind the ears. Another fabulous good morning stretch, lifting through the tippy tops of the fingers. Rib cage comes away from the hips. And then you will go exhale, release. You're taking the left palm down to the right knee, right fingertips behind, lifting through, belly button is engaged, journeying to look around over the shoulder. Again, checking in, maybe give yourself a gentle yes. Give yourself a sweet little no. And then here we go, fix it into this position, holding that beautiful twist, that beautiful detoxing twist, that ringing sensation through the central line, and taking the gaze, journeying around, and looking over the left shoulder. So here, as you can see, on the video afterwards, as you look, the left side of my neck, which is your right, it's quite tight for myself. So I'm just honouring and following that feedback today. So my gaze is slightly forward, just opening and finding what feels good to me here, however this translates on this side, to release any tensions. Here we go, bring the gaze back over towards the right. And then coming back through to the central line, slowly, softly, gently. Let's rock it over, move consciously, all fours. So find that connection to your body, tabletop position, so set it up. Fingers are spread, knuckles are down. Lifting out, belly buttons engaged, space between the knees, shins running parallel. Let's cat-cow, here we go, inhale. So gently release the tailbone up, belly button still raised and engaged, heart forward, chin to sky. Exhale, tailbone taken under, belly back the spine, chin into chest, relax it back through. Exhale, take it back. So move through this at your own pace, your own time. Even moving into some cat-cow rolls if you wish. This extended movement really works through the digestive system. So if you struggle with things like irritable bowel, Crohn's disease, anything such, maybe you've had a heavy meal, it really, really helps to just move things along in a very gentle and very relaxing fashion. Just getting that belly roll. This is the extension of a process called the Agni Sara, which I'll be bringing in a couple of weeks, just for you to work through in the morning. Beautiful. Coming into a nice tabletop position, we're going to thread the needle. So bring the knees together gently at the back. And then bring the right hand gently underneath the face. Then as you inhale, we're going to lift the left palm up to the sky. So gaze can stay down or gaze can go up. And then gently feeding the left palm underneath the right, release the shoulder, the cheek down to the earth. Sweep, release, inhale, journey, root to rise, bring it back up. Exhale, feeding left palm underneath the right, release the upper arm and cheek down to the earth. One more time, inhale, reach, release, journey up. Exhale, reach, journey underneath, take it down. Beautiful. If that's enough for you, stay there. Otherwise, take the right fingertips out in front and really release the fingertips. Maybe come up onto the tippy top of your fingers to open up through the rotator cuff. Walk the fingertips back in, right hand under the shoulder. Inhale, left palm to sky. And relax it, take it down towards the earth. So we go off to the other side. Left palm comes underneath the face a little bit closely. Inhale, right palm goes up. Exhale, feeding underneath, relax, take it down. Inhale, journey through. Really pull the left hand side of the ribcage through, reach up. Exhale, journey, take it down. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. If that's enough for you, gently stay there. Otherwise, left fingertips go out in front. Sliding the hand back underneath the left shoulder. Inhale, right palm lifts, draw the ribcage through, reach up. Exhale, floating down. All fours. Walk the hands out in front a little bit. Take a little space between the knees and move into downward facing dog. So gently, as you inhale, lift the knees off the earth. Find some gentle positioning through the toes. Melt the belly onto the thighs. Neck is nice and long. So find the front body positioning. And then slowly, gently release the heels down to the ground. To your maximum position, bend the knees, melt the belly to the thighs, then sit bones lift, heels relax down. Bend the knees, melt the belly to the thighs. And gently release up. Downward facing dog, release the heels. So you're moving into a bit of stillness, into a bit of movement. Begin pedaling through the heels. Maybe left knee to the right, right knee to the left. Beautiful, you go, bend the knees. And gently walk the hands in to meet the feet. So we're moving through a little bit different this time. Palms go above the head, reaching up. And see if you can hold, and this is just a gentle balance just to find the equilibrium. And then right fingertips go forward, left fingertips go back, or left fingertips go out to the side. Palms go above the head, reach out, and gently open into the other side. Try to keep the shoulders over the hips if you can. Palm comes through, reach towards the sky. And then bringing the fingertips down. Here we go. Walk the hands up, back to downward facing dog. Pedal to the heels. Tick-tock through the hips. So we're going to move into child's pose, downward dog. Just to get some energy. So come up onto the tippy toes. Take it down to the knees, flat lift the shin, child's pose. Inhale, root to rise. Here we go. Chest towards the thumbs. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. Tippy toes down to the knees, flatten off the shins, child's pose. One more time. Inhale, lift, root to rise, downward facing dog. Beautiful. If that's enough for you, stay with child's pose. Stay there. Otherwise, we're going to begin to roll it through to high upper plank, back to downward dog. So if you need to go to child's pose, that's perfectly fine. It's early morning. Otherwise, come up onto the tippy toes, roll it through, plank pose. Firmer through the front of the thighs, lifting through the front body. Bend the knees, hips to heels, hips to sky. Breathe it out. Inhale, tippy toes, belly button, roll it through the spine, shoulders journey to the wrist, pressing into the fingerprints, hips to heels, hips to sky. Breathe it out. Pedal through the heels. Very nice. Bend the knees, walk the hands in to meet the feet one more time. Release the heels this time, palms go left to right. Inhale, root rise. Hands to heart. Breathe it out. So here, just find yourself into a gentle Tadasana. Pressing into the outside edges of the feet, squeezing gently through that front body. Allow the energy to gently journey through, filtering through each part of your body. Over the crown and down through the back. So feel this beautiful energy loop, this cycle, this beautifulness. Allowing yourself to just feel this connection into the earth and into the sky. Hands are at the heart. Allow the breath to regain its gentle momentum. And then here we go. So relax the hands down to the side. Bring the right foot out. Flexing through the toes. And we're going to gently step it forward to your maximum position where you come up onto front two corners of your feet and your toes. And then you're going to pivot on the heel and drop the foot down. Here, you should find yourself in warrior one legs. If turning the hips towards the front causes your knee to gently collapse in, take the foot out to the side a little bit more, just to create some space between the heels as we move into warrior one. Hips should comfortably be towards the front without any activity into this back knee. Tailbone is sticking ends, lifting through, so you're pressing into your feet, squeezing through the inside of the thighs. And then palms are going to go up overhead, making sure that the right toes are towards 12, the left toes are towards 11 o'clock. Hips stay forward, then interlocking the fingers up overhead, reaching through Stipa Mudra, and then gently bending into your right knee. Keeping the left heel down, so you should feel quite a nice stretch into the calf muscle. If you find it is a little bit too tight, just hop the foot in a little ways and just take the pressure off, just so you're maintaining that beautiful stance of warrior one, but without the added pressure through the heel, through the ankle. And then lifting through, making sure you're not relaxing the ribcage forward. Keep everything locked in, lifting up. And then as you exhale, we're going to take the fingertips over to the left and we're going to keep pressing out into the big toe ball mount of that right foot. Here we're relaxing into the side body, arms are nice and active, belly button is in, squeezing into our foundation. Inhale as you come up, and then exhale, release, rain the fingertips down, frame the front foot. Focusing into all four corners of that right foot. Inhale, lift the left leg up behind, just very gently. Nice integrity through the spine. And then gently bring the foot in slowly with conscious movement, intention, placing the foot hip width apart at the top of the mat, making your way into Uttanasana, full fold. Inhale, half fold, your version of. And then gently release, soften the bow, let it go. Right foot, left foot back, downward facing dog. So here you may find that you're a little bit more awake, a little bit more moving through the body. And let's go into high upper plank. Here we go. Inhale, tippy toes, journey through, plank pose. Bend knees, hips to heels, hips to the sky, downward dog. Option is always child's pose. So come up onto the toes, create some energy, plank pose. Maybe even taking it down for a half plank if you wish. Hips to heels, hips to the sky. One more time, roll through the spine. Making sure that the fingers are nice and active, shoulders are nice and engaged. Hips to heels, hips to sky. Very nice. So here we go. We're going to walk our hands in to meet our feet. Release the heels, palms left and right. Inhale, root to rise. Hands to heart. Breathe in. So check in, feet are hip width apart. This time we bring our left foot up. One leg to Tadasana. And then we're stepping forward. Making sure that this back heel comes up. So as you can pivot on the ball socket, dropping down the right heel. And again, make those adjustments that are suitable for your hips, however this translates to you into Warrior One. So maybe you need to lift the foot up a little bit more, pointing the toe up towards the top right corner of the mat. But at all times, it's all about keeping the knees and keeping the hips safe. So as long as you can internally rotate the hips towards the front of the mat, as though you've got two legs on there. Like I say in class, if you've got two legs on your hips, there should be a light. Allow the hips to come towards the front of the mat so you can comfortably press them into this heel with activation into the calf and not into the knee. Tailbone to the center, pressing into the feet, squeezing through the inside of the thighs. Palms are going to go up overhead. Keep the ribcage knitting in, lifting up. Steeper mudra above the head, lifting through the thumbs, and then bending into the left knee. Check as you do this that if as you're moving into this, check to make sure that the hip doesn't do this. So as you're bending forward, the hip doesn't want you to do this kind of staying alive kind of thing. Keep the hips nice and active. Everything is relaxing forward. Grounding into this heel. The connotation with Warrior One is I am bold. Beautiful, grounding down in, take a deep breath in. And then exhale, keeping the integrity into the big toe ball socket of the left. Take the fingertips over to the right. Again, check to make sure the hips start to relax out to the side. Keep pressing the hips forward, really strong through the legs. Warrior One comes across as being quite simple, but the calf muscles should be feeling this right about now. Very nice. Inhale as you come up. Exhale, release, rain the fingertips down, frame the front foot. So here we go. Inhale, lift up onto all four corners of the left. So maybe you're keeping a bend through the knee. Maybe you're keeping the toes quite close to the ground, or maybe you're lifting all the way up. Just works for you. Follow that feedback. This is your body, your practice. Beautiful. Here we go. Use conscious connection. Bring your right foot down, hip width apart. Uttanasana, full fold. Inhale, half fold, your version of. Exhale, release, soften and bow. Let it go. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step it back, downward facing dog. And this time, tippy toes, down to child's pose. Breathe it out. As you inhale, roll through the spine. And gently bring the legs around in front. Excellent. And as you scoot your bottom towards the midline of your mat, gently draw the knees up towards the chest. Belly button is in, shoulders are back, nice integrity through the spine. And just wrapping the hands around the back of the thighs and hold. Maybe give your ankles a little bit of a wiggle through the toes. That's enough for you. Stay there by bringing the palms. Take the gaze up, should keep you nice and active through the front body. Then hands behind the thighs, sacrum, lumbar, thoracic, cervical, well, back of the neck, back of the head, rather than the back of the neck. Awesome, take the feet down to the ground, draw your belly button in, make sure you can't get the hands as much as possible underneath the spine. Feet are hip width apart, nice space between the knees, feet flat on the floor. Take your right foot up towards the sky. Point the toes towards the third eye. And then slide the hands behind the thigh, the knee, the calf. Military press the elbows, take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, if that's enough for you, my friend, stay there. Otherwise, see if you can draw your chin towards your shin, draw the knee towards your face. If you want to do it, you can take your hands up onto the bottom of your foot. You should really feel this, a good, strong stretch finish for the hamstrings, for the calves. Or maybe you're keeping a micro bend through the knee with a hand behind the thigh. Boop. Fabulous, here we go. Release, foot towards the sky. We're going to cross the ankle over the thigh of the left leg. Drop the knee down very gently. Keep the toes flexed. We're just working into this. Take the palms left and right. Take a deep breath in. Then as you exhale, we're going to move on to the outside of the left foot. Bottom of the right foot goes down to the ground. Try to keep that figure 4. If that's enough for you, gently stay there. Let's see if you can take the gaze across to the right. Here we go. So we're going to have to use our core. We're going to have to press into our bellies. Root to rise, come back through to center. Right leg goes to the sky and gently bring it down. Awesome. Left leg goes up towards the sky. So again, one side may be a little bit more tighter than the other. So just find what feels good. Follow that feedback. If you need to meet the edge and soften, just use your breath. So take the hands behind the thigh, the knee, the calf. Check it to make sure that the spine is nice and active into the earth. Military press in the elbows, take a deep breath in. And then exhale, gently release, draw the chin towards the shin, knee towards the face. And then find what feels good to you. So maybe your hands, again, are behind the knee. Maybe they're just there. Maybe you're straightening through. Maybe the hands are on the very tippy top of your feet. Keep breathing. Make sure the back of the neck is not crunching in like this. Make sure it's nice and active. And release. Excellent. Here we go. Take the ankle of the right leg across the right thigh. Flexing the toes. Palms go left and right. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale. Here we go. So we're going on to the outside of the right foot. Sole of the left foot goes down to the ground. Both shoulders stay down, hopefully. Let's see if we can take the gaze across to the left palm. Really get a beautiful twist through that central nervous system in through the spine. Really feel it along the side body, really opening up through the fascia here. Use your core. Inhale, really reach for the sky with the knee. And then lift your left leg to the sky and bring it down to the earth. Soles of the feet go together, Supta Baddha Konasana, knees out to the side. And bring the palms in towards the side body. So here you'll be able to notice now if perhaps you've been able to move into this a little bit easier than at the start. Feel the gentle working through of the body. So maybe at this point through your practice, as we move through to the finish, maybe you want some more energy today. Maybe you've discovered that as you've moved through, maybe you need to receive some, or maybe you'd like there's something that you need to release as you've worked through. Maybe you need to release attachments, expectations. But again, maybe you have enough on your emotional well-being plate. So palms down. This time we're going to soften the drishti upon the spot again. So just gently engaging in a place upon the world above you right now. Back of the neck is nice and open, front of the throat is nice and alive. And begin noticing your breath. As you inhale, soften, expand, press your navel up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, as slow as you can, release the navel down. Move through this at your own personal pace and time. Inhale, softening, expanding, navel to sky. Really press that belly up, really open up through that abdominal wall without arching through the back. And then exhale. There you go. As you move through this breath, just identifying any tight spots, knots or niggles. Perhaps the inside of the thighs need a little bit of love, so bring the knees together and relax it back down. Just working into your body how this translates to you today. With each and every breath, energizing, nourishing, rebalancing through each and every cell in your body. Allow yourself to connect into your foundations of that which touches the earth. And instead of feeling yourself sink in, I want you to feel yourself led upon. Connect into the part of your body so that your mind begins to map the different parts of you that it normally doesn't connect to. So the outside of the feet, your ankles, the lower part of your back, the back of your hands. How often do you think about the back of the hands? How often do you think about the palms? The elbows, the shoulders, the back of your head even. Here, by lying and connecting into these parts as pressure points against the earth, you're inviting the mind to create neurological pathways to consciously make connections into every part of your being. Now taking the awareness with your mind into your face, tracing the awareness along the front of the throat and your chest. The part of the arms and the hands that are exposed towards the sky, feeling the temperature of the room around you against your skin. Drawing a line down through the ribs, the abdominal wall and to the hips. Connecting through the thighs, the knees and all the way down to the toes. And whenever you find your intention, always follow and go where it flows. Bring your hands to Heart Namaste, bring the knees together slowly, softly, gently. Symbolizing the completion of our practice, the time you and I have spent together on the mat. Take your index fingers to your third eye and repeat to yourself, I love myself well today. Take a nice deep breath in. And repeat that mantra to yourself. I will love myself well this day. Deep breath in. And repeat, I will love myself well this day. And thrice is the magic number. Deep breath in. I will love myself well this day. Gently opening the eyes, connecting into the gaze. Take the hands behind the right thigh. Rock it up into sitting when you're ready. Taking into your throne, allowing the blood flow just to settle in your body, allowing yourself to connect into yourself. Very beautiful practice again. Have a beautiful day.